Hey everyone, so before this video gets started, if you're an Uber driver or a Lyft driver or a gig worker and you want to get guaranteed pay every single time you go out and drive, there's this new app called Solo, and when you use the link below to sign up, they're actually just going to give you $10 simply for trying out the app, totally for free, anywhere in the country. It's free to sign up, and you can get access to mileage tracking, expense tracking, help with your taxes. This awesome app Solo, you can download it right now, get 10 bucks, and again, get access to guaranteed pay. Let's get started with the video. Okay, the next one, we are talking about this new app that has just launched for rideshare drivers. This new app that has just launched for Amazon drivers is a app to tip your Amazon delivery drivers. So do you want to read that?
Yeah, so want to tip for your Amazon delivery? Driver is a new app for that. All right, so tipping in the U.S. is a critical part of how the wheels turn in the service economy. One service area that's been very overlooked, however, is the world of last mile delivery. A service job that falls between the cracks when it comes to tipping because those who deliver products typically don't work for the company that is selling the product, leaving the responsibility and incentive for tipping up in the air. Now, a new startup called Driver is launching to try to close that gap. That's cool. So Driver is a crowdsourced tipping platform that uses data science to map drivers to neighborhoods, then creates tipping pools to collect monthly contributions from residents in those neighborhoods, with the sum then divided up among drivers serving those areas proportionately based on how many deliveries they've made there. Driver has built apps for the two sides of its marketplace, residents to tip money and drivers to sign up and collect those tips. And it's launching first in the city of Santa Cruz, California, before looking to expand anywhere else in the U.S.
Yeah, so I mean that's like pretty cool because Uber drivers, like, you make a lot of money through tips. For Lyft, you make a lot of money through tips, but when you're dropping off packages, I mean you're not getting any tips, but you're still doing gig work. So
yeah,
I don't know how much money. I mean, I do know some people, they leave out, like, I've seen online, they'll leave out like snacks and stuff for the delivery drivers and like water bottles and stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they'll leave it out and be like, especially, on hot days, they'll be like, thank you so much for delivering, like, take a water if you want. Because I feel like a lot of people don't really think about people who are delivering all day. Like, I don't know, you just order something on Amazon and it just shows up at your door. Like, you don't really think about how hard.
Yeah, because you're not really like in contact with them.
Yeah, at all. Yeah. So I don't know. I thought this was pretty cool though. I just wanted to share this because I was like, I mean, even if it's an extra like few bucks, like, I feel like it kind of goes a long way. So there's another one called Tip Jar in the UK. There's one called Tip House in Seattle. It raised $4 million in crowdfunding from angels. Easy Tip, Tip Pot, 7 Shifts. Patreon's doing that as well. Honing on the idea of customers voluntarily paying producers as part of the remuneration equation. Have you thought about, like, with DoorDash and Uber Eats, how, like, how you can tip the driver? Like,
yeah.
Have you thought about, well, like, why can't you tip the restaurant?
I thought you could tip the restaurant.
How?
I thought it gave you an option to do that. Maybe not. There was one of the apps where it asked for a tip twice, and I thought it was like one tip for the restaurant and one for the driver. Maybe not, though.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Is that on like Grubhub or something?
I don't remember which app. I've used them all, so
I
don't know.
I've never used Grubhub.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like, the restaurants should be getting tips too. Maybe that's why, like, they don't like deliveries.
Yeah, deliveries is so popular. It's crazy. Like,
yeah.
Have you ever gone to like a Chipotle or something and like there's like 4 people in the line, but like it's taking like 45 minutes because they're doing like they'll literally they're doing like 30 mobile orders in the back. Like I've gone to a Chipotle before and like they'll do one person in the line and then they doing like 5 mobile orders in between. So you're just like standing there like watching them make like 7 bowls in between you and the person in front of you. And it's like this crazy thing where like I don't know, it's just like it takes way more time if you're going in person now because of how many deliveries they're doing. It's like crazy. Like most people just get their food delivered now.
Yeah, that's how it is at Sweet Green too.
Yeah. Like,
it'll just like there'll be so many mobile orders that like everyone's just in the back working on those.
Yeah, like I don't know. There was one time where I swear I was like, oh, and one time I went to Blaze Pizza too, and I was like literally first in line to tell them my pizza order, and I was like, oh sweet, no line at all, and I hand them, I tell them what I wanted, and they print out my ticket or whatever, or they write it down and they put it, and then I saw there was like 25 pizzas in front of me, and I was like, where are all those from? And they're like, oh, they're online orders, and there was literally like one person making the pizzas, and I sat there and stood there, and it took him like 5 minutes to do one pizza, and I was like, I'm literally gonna be here for like an hour waiting. So I told him, I literally said like, never mind, I don't want it because I would have had to wait like an hour. I wanted to just because Blaze Pizza is pretty fast. I was like, I'll just go grab a pizza real quick, line's short, and then I don't know, it's just crazy. I'm getting a little off topic here, but okay, let's move on. You're late. Okay. Let's move on. So I wanted to talk a little bit about